Hi viewers, myself Dr. Mallikarjun Rao, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Government Degree College, Kukatpalli. Today I am going to present a new topic. It's a part 2 in earlier topic, that is accounts receivables and accounts payables maintaining in Tally ERP9. So in my previous presentation, I explained how the bill-wise maintenance will be activated and what are the adjusted types are there. That is new reference, against reference, and also on account. Like there are 4 different types of adjustment types in Tally are being provided. And also I explained how we are using in practice in Tally ERP9. Okay, so this is the part 2 lecture. In part 2, I will show you how the new reference to against reference will be generated and how it will be adjusted. Okay, and also we go for on accounts, new type. Like we will see how to generating the outstanding reports in Tally ERP9. So Tally is providing a wonderful future to developing these concepts, and we will know that what is the due date, how when we are getting the amount, and what is the due date, and when the customer will pay the money to us. Like it's a wonderful future, we are using this, providing the Tally ERP9. Okay. So before going to explain these, I will show you what is my today agenda. What is my, what topics I covered today, I will show you. Okay. And my presentation isn't like this. Maintaining party wise, bill wise details in Tally ERP9 and keep tracking of bills receivables and bills payables through generating the outstanding bills payable and bills receivable reports, and set up bills using the different methods. Like I say that new reference, against reference, on account, like we are generating in advance. Sometimes we receive that also, like we will adjust the method for 4 methods of adjustment is set off in the bill, and make sometime a partial payment and full payment entries. Like partial payment, nothing but we pay the partial amount when we receive the goods, or sometimes the customer will pay the amount in advance before buying the products. Like we are also pay certain advance amount to our suppliers, and after we receive the goods or services, we pay the remaining amount. Like how these transactions are updated in Tally ERP9, recording credit transactions in the books of the both supplier and customer. And we know earlier my presentation part 1 I explained what is the new reference. The new reference is used at the time of passing sales and purchase entries, which will later serve for against entries to pass under either sundry debtors or sundry creditors. In case of against reference, this is used against to new reference. So this reference used when the past receipt entries and payment entries. Against the new reference created at the time of passing original entries such as sales and purchases. Okay, the first step is new reference. So based on new reference, and the adjusted reference will be we are using. So if it is a credit sales or credit purchases, so after due date, either 15 days, 30 days, 45 days, 60 days, against the new reference, against the reference, the against reference will pay the amount. So that is the case. And in case of advances, these references used when any amount is received in advance for a service rendered or for any outward supplies for goods is made, or when any amount to pay in advance for purchasing it made in the future date. At the same time, This type of bill-wise details is maintained where the nature of service or nature of product or terms of business demand advance receipts and advance payments to be made, and to track these when these businesses get materialized at the time of raising of bill invoice. These entries would serve as reference. So sometimes we pay advance to customers or suppliers, customers will pay amount to us as advance amount. On account. So on account we are using an interest receipt entry or interest payment entries. Use these type of references. So these on account we are using, and the customer, he doesn't, he is not indicating anything. He paid the amount and you have 3 or 4 bills are due, but he paid the amount. He does not mention. So these amount will either go for against first invoice, or second invoice, third invoice, fourth invoice. He doesn't give the information. Just he has given the certain payment. At that time, we are using the adjusted method like on accounts. Okay, on account we are using. So in my presentation today, I covered all these 4 items, 4 adjustment method using Tally ERP9. Okay, let's start with Tally ERP9 and Tally ERP9. First, I will start my company. My company name is okay. I am going to create a company, JKC Electronics. JKC Electronics, my company name is, and it is country is India. Country is India. State is Telangana. Address is, I will give my address. Like, you can accept the screen. So after creation of the screen, so what we can do is we have to create, say that we have to maintain bill-wise details. So how we are maintaining bill-wise details? First we have to activate this option. First what we can do is I am going to go to get your Tally screen and F11 button. Here F11 button I am selecting that. Here say, here you can see that it's maintain bill-wise details. This option you have to, if it is no, you can select as S or set to S. Okay. So this is the outstanding management. I am talking on outstanding management. Here this option I am going to enable. So earlier it is no, if you can yes. Okay. Like using Control A to accept the screen. So my bill-wise details is over. So I say that if JKC Electronics Limited has purchasing and selling some of the televisions, refrigerators, washing machines. So this is these JKC Electronics purpose. They are purchasing these electronic goods and they are selling the electronic goods. So how this transaction posted, I will show you. First, let's start with I will create some of the ledger masters. Okay, ledger master I will show you. Just go to get your Tally, accounting info, ledgers, create. I am creating ledgers master, KPR traders, within bracket supplier. Suppliers, here they are in suppliers, and it is under sundry creditors. Sundry creditors. Here maintain balance bill by bill, yes. Okay. Now I am giving this amount is when we need to pay these, what are the outstanding amounts within the 30 days. Check the credit days during the voucher, yes. So like that I will creating all these. Control A to access the screen. So now I am going to create one more account is purchase account. Purchase account. The group is under purchases only. It is under purchases. It is also evaluated yes. Okay. Evaluated yes. And no need to use all these transactions. Just use. Next, I am going to create one more ledger, that is PVR traders. PVR traders. So they are under sundry datas. So here PVR datas and PVR data, PVR traders. Create PVR traders. Custom, they are the customers. They are the customers. Okay, they are the customers. Now it is under sundry datas. Maintain delivery details to yes, and date is they are paying 45 days. It is voucher is yes. So like I am created these masters. So after that I am creating one sales account. Sales account under sales accounting category. So it is also yes. Just use like I am created 4 ledger masters. So after creating the 4 ledger master, I am going to create stock category. Okay, I am going to create stock category. Here how I am going to create stock category. Go to F11 and accounting feature, JKC electronic ledger. He see that stock category reports F2, right? Inventory features here, maintaining stock category. Here no is there. I am activating both to go down as well as stock category. Here to see that here maintain stock category. Here the option is no. Now you have to set to yes. Here maintain multiple location also no is there. You have to set to yes. Now I am setting these to yes. Use Ctrl A to access the screen. So after this, I am going to create some ledger master. Okay, I am going to create ledger masters. Inventory master. I am going to create some inventory masters. Inventory masters. So how I am going to create this master? Go to gateway of Tally screen, inventory info, and I am creating stock items directly. Stock items create. My stock item name is, first I am going to create stock category. Okay, unit of measure also I am going to create. So I am going to create first locations. Create single location. Warehouse, I am going to storehouse. Storehouse, it is under main location. Just my location is over. The second one is I am going to create unit of measure. Under unit of measure, either televisions or washing machine or refrigerators are measured in terms of numbers. Now I am selecting the unit of measure as numbers. That is numbers, and the formal name is numbers. Like I have created the numbers. So after that I am going to create stock category. Okay, what is the path? Stock category. Go to get tally screen, inventory info, stock category, create. Here my stock category is television. Television. It is under primary only. Now I am creating one more is refrigerator. I am going to create a refrigerator. Refrigerator. It is under primary only. And I am going to create washing machine. Washing machine. It is a primary only. Like I create, after creating this, I am going to create stock items. Creates. So path is go to get for tally screen, inventory info, and inventory info, stock items. Now I am creating stock item is Sony television. Sony 32-inch television. Sony 32-inch. Sony 32-inch TV. It is under primary only. The category is television. It is measured in terms of numbers. Okay, it is measured in terms of numbers only. Like okay, like I am selecting Next I am selecting is LG TV. LG 32-inch TV. It is also primary only. Category is television. It measures in terms of numbers and select Control A to access the screen. After that, I am creating the LG refrigerator. LG refrigerator. Refrigerator. LG refrigerator. LG refrigerator. It is under primary only. It is category numbers, right? Control A to access the screen. After that, I am creating one more washing LG refrigerator, and I am creating one more Samsung refrigerator. Samsung refrigerator. It is under refrigerator category. It measures in terms of numbers. Yes. So after that, I am creating washing machine. Samsung washing machine, primary only. It is under washing machine category. It is also measured in terms of numbers. Use Control A to access the screen. I am using LG washing machine. It is under primary. It is under washing machine category in terms of numbers. Yes. So like that, I am created unit of measures all this. So after that, I am going to post the entries. How I am going to post the entries? One by one, I will show you how these entries will be posted. Okay. Let's start with to post the entries in Tally ERP9. The path is go to get Tally screen, select inventory voucher, and the first is I am going to purchase. Okay. If I am going to purchase here, selecting F12 future, and the F12 future, what we can do is default for bill allocation to no. Use default allocation to no. If it is a yes, we can say no. Okay. If it is selected, if keep it no. Okay. After that here, right. So here what can I do is I will post the transaction, purchase transaction like this. Okay. So invoice number is 1, date is 1st August, 1st April. That is party account is supplier account KPR Traders, and this is their purchase account. What we are going to purchase is we are going to purchase washing machine, LG washing machine, and where it is located, storehouse. What is the quantity? We are going to quantity 50 washing machines. Each washing machine cost is 25,000, and the total amount is like this. Okay, and right. After that, we are going to purchase a washing machine, Samsung washing machine. Also, we are going to purchase. It is also location storehouse, and 10 quantity. It is under 26,000 each, like this. So after that, we are going to purchase a television, that is LG 32 inches TV. We are going to select is also store, and 10 quantity, 15,000 each, 15 number. So after that, we are going to select Sony 32 inches TV. It is also stores location, and the quantity is 15 quantity, and the rate is 12,000 each. Like. So after this, I am going to purchase another 2 items, that is refrigerator. LG refrigerator. It is also stores, quantity 20 and 25,000 each. Now I am going to purchase one more Samsung refrigerator. It is also under stores. The quantity is 15 quantity, 26,000 each. Like. So total the bill amount is, the total outstanding bill amount is 27,30,000, right? The total outstanding amount is 20,30,000 rupees, right? So here if you see that this is the new reference. This is the new reference. First, the first one is new reference. You can select new reference. So what is the due date? We are giving due date as 30 days. Okay, 30 days. So when we create the ledger master in the name of KPR suppliers, then we are giving the date is 30 days due date. Okay. So this amount is automatically generated. It is credit amount. So like that, being goods purchased on credit. Above items are purchased on credit. Like, okay, like I posted the purchases. So after the purchases, now I am going to sell these products. Whatever I purchase this item, I have to sell this product. So what I can do is, how I can sell this project? Here I will sell the project same using the sales voucher, accounting voucher, sales voucher here also. Okay. Here I am also using the sales voucher. Right, reference number I am giving one. The party name is of customer name is KPR Traders. Here if you have any data, here you can see the payment date is 45 days. It is sales ledger. What are the items I am going to purchase? LG refrigerator, 20 numbers are available. It is under stores only. The quantity is 10 refrigerator. The rate is 30,000. 30,000. Okay. So after that I am going to purchase Samsung refrigerator. Samsung refrigerator is also stores. The quantity is 5. It is 25,000 each. Next I am going to purchase Sony TV. 50 number is available. It is also stored. I am going to sell 10 Samsung stores too. So this is the cost is I am giving 18,000 rupees. So after that I am going to give Samsung TV, LG TV. It is also stores and the quantity is 5, 18,000 each. Right. Again I am going to sell washing machine. So here washing machines are LG washing machine, 20 number is there. It is also stored. The quantity is 25,000 each. Next I have created one more washing machine. So refrigerator is 2. Sorry, I need to select LG washing machine. Right. And Samsung washing machine, 10 number is there. It is also stored. And the quantity is 5. This is 25,000. So like the total sales is, my total sales are 8,70,000. Here it is also new reference and the due date is May 16th, 2020 and the due date is 45,000. The outstanding amount is 8,70,000. Okay, what is the amount? Outstanding amount is 80,70,000. Okay, just for reference purpose, I will write that amount 80,70,000. 80,70,000, right? Press enter to save the screen. Being the above item sold on credit. Like if you want to print, you can see the invoice also. Okay, this is the invoice. Total 8,70,000 amount. Okay, JKC Electronics to PVR Traders. So like this is the bill. Okay, just use Control A to access screen. So invoice is created. So after that, now the second part is I am going to pay the amount. The first you can see here, I will go to show you an outstanding amount, that is go to Gateway of Tally screen, the display and the accounts of statement and here outstanding and bills receivable amount is 8,70,000. See, these items were sold to the PVR Traders. PVR Traders is one of our customer. We sold this amount. Okay, we sold this amount. He will pay after 45 days amount. Okay, he will pay after 45 days. if after 45 days. Okay, these are the entry. Okay, so if you select bills payable, see here our due date is 1st May. 1st May we have to pay. So what are the items we bought? We bought all the items. The outstanding amount is 27 lakhs 30,000. The due date is 1st May. Okay, 1st May. Now I am going to payment certain amount. Okay, so this payment account I am using one more bank account in the name of SBI bank account. SBI bank account. It is under bank. It is under bank account. Okay, use Control A to access the screen. Like I have created a bank account. Now out of these, first my customer will pay the amount to me, and then only I pay to my supplier. First I will pay to my supplier. See how we can post that is payment entry. I am going to post the payment entry first using the against reference. So here go to get your tally screen, accounting voucher, and select payment voucher here. Okay, select payment voucher, and what is the account number here? Account number I am using bank account, SBI bank account. How much amount I am paying? I am paying the amount to my supplier. My supplier is my supplier KPR Traders. So what is the total outstanding amount is 27 lakhs 30,000. But I am paying only 10 lakhs rupees. Against reference I am paying. Okay, against reference. So what is against reference here? 27 lakhs 30,000. The due amount is there, but I am paying only 27 lakh 10 lakhs only. Okay, against reference. Against reference I am paying. Okay, against reference I am paying the amount. Against reference is there. The new reference is there. These 30 days I am paying the amount is 10 lakh rupees. Okay, 10 lakhs. Like, okay, 10 lakhs rupees I paid the 10 lakhs rupees. Just being here, if you have the DD number, you can give the DD number, or you can give your any number here. And the installment date is, I am selecting 1st May 2020, and the bank is SBI. So better to leave it. Not applicable. Select the not applicable. I am selecting the not applicable. Being amount paid against to okay, like so. Use Control here to access the screen. So after that I will show you what is my status here. Either saying go to get total screen, display, and here statement of accounts, outstanding, and bills payable. Here you can check the bills payable. Okay, like this. Here one more receipt is there, 10 lakhs rupees. Okay, you can select here like this. Okay, and this is the receipt recognized the new references like we are created. I am creating 1/5/2020. Okay, so like that you can change the date 1/5/2020. 1/5/2020. So like that you can create the Ledger master. Okay, like we have created. In the same case I am going to receive some amount my customer. How I am getting received the amount customer? Here, go to get your tally screen using accounting vouchers and the receipt voucher. Receipt voucher. Okay. Receipt voucher. What is my account? Here I am selecting the. I am going for single entry mode. Okay. If it is yes, it is under single entry mode only. Right. Here using SBI bank account. SBI bank account. Here the customer name is, my customer supplier name is PVR Traders. PVR Traders, my customer. He is paying his outstanding amount is 10 lakh, 8 lakhs and outstanding amount is, out of that he is paying on 5 lakhs rupees. So he is paying against new references, paying against type of reference, against reference. Okay, so like that he is paying the amount, the read number, you have to give the all the data. So after that you can check the data also. You can check the data, display, statement of accounts, outstanding, bills receivable. Here you can see that amount, and I am not changing the date because the reason my system not accepted. So if it is accepted, I will show you how the bill is generated. Okay, so like if I change the due date, okay, like you can post the against and reference the transactions. Okay, so this is the one method to show the transactions. Now I will show you an advance amount. Advance, how sometimes we receive the advance, right? So how we can post the advance? And first I have to create one inventory accounts info ledgers creates. So I am creating one ledger master, that is SRR traders. SRR traders is also customer. Is also my customer, like I am using here. It is also sundry debtors accounting group, and I am say that maintain bill wastage, yes, a credit period I am leaving blank, just using accept the screen. So like that he will pay certain amount. Okay, so now I am paying some amount as advance from my customer SRR traders. How I can post a transaction is a receipt. So go to get your tally screen using accounting vouchers and receipt, right? Receipt. So receipt is here. I am going to select here. I am going to change the date. Is 2nd April. Here also I am going to show that the mode of it is also yes. It is yes mode only. Right. So here what can I do is I will select SBI bank account. SBI bank account is paying the amount as through check is as advance amount. Okay, and who is my advance is payment amount is SRR traders, and is paying the amount as 2 lakhs rupees. Is paid amount as 2 lakh rupees as advance. See here, as advance is paying the amount. So number I am giving the reference number is 3, or I am giving the SRR 3. And giving number is SRR 3 reference number, and due date is I am not filling any due date amount here, just I am giving the amount is 2 lakhs rupees. Like being here you can give the data, like being advance amount we receive. So after receiving the advance amount, after certain date we have to pay the amount to the customers. Okay, after certain date we are paying amount to customer. We will see the we'll see some I will show you some report, that is go to get your tally screen, display, under display statement of accounts, under outstanding, under here I am selecting the groups, under groups I am selecting the sundry debtors. Here under sundry debtors, here the 2 accounts are there. The customer SRR traders is paid 2 lakhs rupees. We'll see here in detail also, you can see that he paid on 2nd April. The customer has paid as advance. You can see here has paid in the advance. So SRR traders as a customer on April 2nd, 2020, he paid as advance rupees 2 lakhs rupees. Okay, so like we will see the table through using the path. I will show you once again the path. Okay, I will show you once again path. So that is, go to get your tally screen, display statement of accounts, under outstanding, groups, sundry debtors. Here I will show you, if you select details, if you go for plus F1 you will get the details. If you double click you can say that it is advanced. So if you second as a customer, here also we can get 8,70,000. It is adjusted. See here, certain amount is adjusted. If you see here, okay, reference 1, reference 2. So like that. So after these sundry debtors, I will show the post the entry. I will posting the entry. So as advance, I will post the entry. Okay, how we can post the entry is, I will post the sales entry. I will post the sales entry. Sales entry of you, I will post as a sales entry. Okay, and outstanding, if you select as outstanding, bills receivables is outstanding only. Now I will post the sales. I will post the sale transaction. I will supply some materials to SR Trader. How I can post the transaction is, I will go to get total screen, selecting accounting vouchers. Under accounting voucher, I am selecting F8 sales, and here I will change the dates. I will give the date as 10/4/2020, or else it will take at least 3/10/2020. This is okay. This is not taking 3/4/2020. Okay, I will select one more time. Okay, I will select, okay, third. I will post the transaction, the same date. Will see the date is not changing. I will select sales voucher, the date. I will change the date. Okay, reference number. I am giving reference number 2 only. And what is my party is customer SR Traders, and the sales account. I am selling some goods to the. I am selling LG washing machine. Where it is stored. Stores 48 are available. I am selling 10. Each cost is 26,000. Okay, and after that I am selling LG refrigerator. 10 number available. It is also under stores only. So out of that I am selling 32,000 each. That is 32,000 each. And Sony also. Sony TV 32 inches, location and main store, 5 TVs are available, 2 and 18,000 each. Okay, so like these item I sold to the SR Traders. Okay, so here how we can make, I will make as adjustment. See here, it is under adjustment. I will select it is as adjustments. Okay, I will select first against reference. I will select first against reference is 2 lakhs rupees as debtors. Then I will post the transaction. The remaining amount is against reference, like this. So after this, if we go for selecting the sales will appear like this. Okay. So I will go to display statement of invoice, here accounts receivables, like this. The SR trade amount is this much. So actual the bill amount is 3,60,000, and earlier we received as advance 2 lakhs rupees. So the pending amount is 1,60,000 only. The remaining amount is adjusted. Okay, the remaining amount is adjusted as invoice advance amount. So like the remaining amount is 1,60,000 will appear in the screen. So like we will make some adjustment entries. We will make some adjustment entries. Okay. So like this is the case of, in the case of advances. In the case of advances, we will show the transactions like this. So after that, I will show you some transaction in different dates to sold to some other customers. I will show you on account transaction how we can post the tally. So to post the transaction, I will show you. First, I am creating one accounting ledger. Go to get a tally screen. Ledgers create. I am creating Ashok Traders. Ashok Traders is also under sundry debtors. Bill wise details to guess and use control here to access the screen. So after that, what we can do is what we can do is first we have to save the transaction. We can save the transaction and we can save the transactions to the different dates. Okay, I will show you. So first I am using the sales transaction. Go to get your tally screen, accounting vouchers, using the sales voucher is there, reference number I am giving 3. The party name is Ashok Traders, and the sales account LG washing machine, LG refrigerator, LG washing machine, it is stores and the quantity is 10, 26,000 rupees each. Right. Now I save the transaction. Control A to access the screen. Now the transaction is saved. Okay. Now I change the dates. That is 3rd April 2020. 3/4/2020. Here I need to change the dates. Four, 3, 2020 is not taking, and 3/4/2020. Date cannot be below the financial year 1st April. My date is 3/4, right? Why is not taking here? I need to change. Wait. I will change the period. Okay. Period is okay. And the sales. So like we are posting the date, 4 or 5 transaction a particular date, post date, no, it is a accounting voucher period. (10/4/2020) is not accepting my dates. 4/15/04/2020 is not accepting dates. There is some technical error here. So like you can post the 1st day, 2nd April I am buying the washing machine. 3rd April I am selling the 3rd April I am selling the refrigerator, and 5th April I am selling the washing machine. 6th April I am selling refrigerator. Like every day I am selling one product to Ashok Traders. But on 10th April he paid 2 lakhs rupees. It is not mentioned and which against he is paying the amount. So in this case, what we can do is we can make a payment as on account. So like we make a trade transaction is on account transaction. Okay. So like this is my presentation on the accounts receivable, accounts payable. So, as students, my sincere request is, in examination point of view, the very important question is explain various methods of adjustments in the case of accounts receivables and accounts payables. Okay, thank you, viewers, for watching my class. Okay, so if you have any queries, and contact me through my email id drkmallikarjunrao@gmail.com, or else you can contact through my mobile number, that is 9052 771299. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.